Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Okay. This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is June 24th, 2021. We are performing a waistline and sewer line inspection through the 3.5-inch ABS plastic cleanout on the garage wall, on the front retaining wall of the garage. And we have just hydrojetted the sewer line, and we were able to get our camera with the help of the hydrojetter over the offset. And the offset in the area that we were having a hard time passing is actually a very large break right there. But we got over it, and we are now into the city sewer. And now we're going to begin pulling back from the city sewer. We're going to zero out our camera monitor here as we're pulling back. That's our saddle area. Saddle area appears to be in fair and maintainable condition, what we can see. Next joint, there's a little tiny bit of an offset in the saddle area, the next joint, but it still appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Got a lot of sewer gases floating around. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. It got a little bit of a flat spot in the lateral. We got some water sitting in the bottom, but not terrible. Again, as I said, you can see all the stuff floating around on the picture screen, and that is sewer gases. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Got a little bit of loose roots we're dragging here that we cut out. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Yeah, get some roots stuck on our camera head. And we'll just push them out there a little bit. Let me get rid of them. There you go. We pushed them in a little bit, and those will wash right through. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Coming back to the driveway area, to the transition from the city lateral to the property line sewer, that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. So far, the lateral looks to be in decent condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Now we're coming back, and right here is where we have our break. Got some water in there, but when we were in the turn, we went down in the turn earlier, we had a lot of water blown out of there a little bit. There you go. Now you can see there's a big old gap right there. There's a break in that fitting, in that turn. That's where we were getting stuck in the fitting, and we couldn't pass that area, but we were able to jump over it. You can see the root drop right down in, a piece of loose root dropped down in there. And we marked that area out in the driveway earlier where we couldn't pass it. So from that point, that's our transition back to the property sewer line, from the city sewer to the property sewer line. Now we're going to pull back, and we're able to flush the roots out where we had some real major issues. Trying kind of hard to see right there. There we go. You get a better look at the break. Now you can see the break. When we are up here down in the turn, it's a little bit harder to see it, but that piece is just broken. Again, we're right there, and when we pull back and we get just in the right position right there, you can see it. See where it's broken. That was in that turn. We just couldn't pass that area. And we have a pretty large offset in the joint before that as well. We had pretty large root intrusions. We're coming up now. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. A little bit of an offset there. Pulling back. That joint appears to be in fair condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair condition as well. They're going to look a lot better right now because we've got all the roots out for the moment. a little bit of an offset right there. I believe we had some roots in that area. Making our turn. I believe we had some roots in the joint before that. I can't tell right here if we have a crack. Looks like we may have a crack in that fitting. Pulling back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. We had some large root intrusion in that area that we cleared out. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little tiny bit of an offset, but not bad at all. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to have to look at that on the laptop. That might be a crack and not the joint. It's really hard to say. We'll see here in a minute. Past it. Might be a joint. Might be really tight. Then we have a fairly large offset. I believe we have some roots in that joint. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Making our turn. Coming back. Have a offset in that joint. Making our turn, and we had a lot of root intrusion in this joint. It's in the grass area up top. There's a lot of roots growing from the back side of the ABS plastic. We can't get them all, even though we're trying to blow it out. We blew out quite a bit, but we can't get them all. And now we're coming back through our ABS plastic waistline. Coming up and out of our cleanup. And that will conclude our waistline and sewer line reinspection and hydrojetting.